Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal. 2 weeks back, I made a video on Nvidia price projection, and that was based on raw or initial EPS forecast because at that time a reliable EPS forecast or projection was not available. Now we have better EPS forecast for future quarter. So now we can make a more reliable estimate of Nvidia price projection. So I'm making this video to have a more reliable estimate of Nvidia price projection that will be good for before next earnings. This price projection is based on forward PE because in my understanding forward PE is a better indicator for price projection for growth stock than trailing PE. Now let's get started. You see this table on your screen. I captured EPS forward, EPS trailing 12 months, the closing price of Nvidia for last 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm also calculating the P ratio with respect to trailing 12 months EPS and also P ratio with respect to forward EPS. Trailing 12 months EPS is basically this quarter actuals plus last 3 quarters actuals earnings. And EPS forward is this quarter actual earnings plus next 3 quarters earning projections. And the P ratio trailing 12 months is closing price for that day divided by EPS trailing 12 months, and the P ratio forward closing price divided by EPS forward for that day. If you take a look at this table, at this point, P ratio forward is at 38.49. Last 2 to 3 weeks, it's ranging between 35 and 40. I also have this table that has trailing PE and the forward PE for last 13 quarters. And I also have another table where I have EPS actual and EPS projected for last 13 quarter, and also calculating the earning surprise for last 13 quarter. Okay. See all the green for earning surprise positive and red meaning earning miss. I also have in the orange color earning projection for next 4 quarters. I got this earning projection from these two websites, schwab.com and finance.yahoo.com. So both earnings and those two websites are exactly matching. So this looks to me more reliable estimate of earning projection for future quarters. So using those values, I calculated minimum, average, and maximum Nvidia price projection that is good for before next earnings. Let me go over with you this calculation. For minimum price projection, I'm using this formula H5, that is EPS forward times R28, that is the minimum forward PE for last 5 to 6 quarters. So I'm using last 5 to 6 quarters to calculate minimum, average, maximum, and median because to me last 5 to 6 quarters are more relevant data versus all 13 quarters. Okay, so if you get more quarters in the past, you will get more variability. So I'm trying to avoid the variability and keeping the data which is more relevant in the calculation. And another factor is Q35, that is earning surprise. So for minimum, I'm putting it 0 because some quarters are negative surprise. So if I put negative, it will mess up my calculation. So I'm assuming no surprise. So once I put these three variables in this formula, that gives me minimum price 664.25. Same thing for average. I'm putting H5, that is EPS forward, and then average forward PE for last 6 quarters, that is this, and then I'm using R35, that is earning surprise for last 13 quarters. Okay, average earning surprise. The same thing for maximum, same formula. I have EPS forward times P28, that is the maximum value of the forward PE for last 6 quarters, and then I am having another factor, that is S35, that is earning surprise maximum value for last 13 quarters. So that gives me the maximum value 1136. So minimum 664, average 849, and maximum 1136. So in my opinion, Nvidia would be trading between this minimum and maximum value before next earning. At this point, Nvidia is trading around 880, is slightly above average, so this means that it's slightly overvalued at this point. Even if Nvidia at this point is higher than the average value, but Nvidia still has more potential to go further up. And at the same time, if you notice, last 6 months, Nvidia has not made a major correction. So if something happens, some bad news come in the market, or some unexpected event happens in the market, Nvidia can go down and make some major correction. By negative news means, for example, some serious supply issues said Nvidia cannot meet the forecast or demand for this quarter or next quarter, something like that, right? Or some project delays from Nvidia, right? Or something happened in the in the chip development side that they cannot meet their forecast. Things like that, right? That can delay their commitment to the customers. So those kind of event can make a negative effect on Nvidia price, and Nvidia price can go down. But at this point, before the next earning, I'm expecting Nvidia to trade between these three levels. So guys, this was my way of estimating or calculating the price projections. If you agree or disagree with my method, please write in the comment section so we can further discuss. Thank you for watching this video. Talk to you more next week. Take care.